welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. For today's video, I'm going to be redoing this video because I did upload this video, but parts that I had cut out somehow made it in. So, took that video down, so I'm redoing it. And I will be doing a beautiful review over the Orgy and the Mini Orgy palette by Jeffree. And I am so excited to do this. I got these palettes a while ago, but I broke my phone because I'm an idiot. And so I had to get a new phone, so now I have an iPhone, so the quality may be a little better. And then school started, so, you know, gotta be able to pass in order to graduate. So I may not be filming every Thursday, or Thursdays at all. So if my video isn't up on Thursday, it's gonna be up on the weekend. You know, I gotta pass. I would like to graduate high school for my class year that I'm supposed to be in. But anywho, I already did do a look. Sorry, I could, you know, get my footing, know what I want to do, and I already have it prepared because I am not good at editing. Suck at it. So I went ahead and just did that, saved y'all the hassle, and I will be showing y'all how I did this look using only the Orgy palette and the Mini Orgy palette. So I will zoom y'all in to an extremely uncomfortable level, and we're going to get started. Y'all uncomfortable yet? I hope so. Alright, so first I will be using the regular huge Orgy palette, and yes, I am leaning all the way back. And for my first color, I'm going to basically do my crease, and I'm going to use the color Versatile, this beautiful warm color, not exactly the darkest at all, but kind of like a mid. It's more of a mid one. It's light, but not too light, dark, but not too dark. It's just perfect for a crease, if you ask me. And I will be going in with this little brush right here. No idea what it's called. I get these off of Amazon, so, I mean, they work for me. I see no reason to buy extremely expensive brushes. And I will be doing, as you can see, a spotlight, not a cut crease. It looks like a cut crease, but I promise you it's a spotlight. So I'm basically just going to take Versatile, and I'm not going to worry about blending yet. I'm basically just going to pat in my color right here on my crease. So while I'm doing this, you know, sorry if y'all can see my mirror. Again, I am blind while doing these videos, so I need my mirror nice and close so I know what the fluff I'm doing. But while I am dealing with this, what's your day been? You know? Like, if y'all have started school, let me know how that goes. Or is going. I personally have to do all my classes on Google Classroom. So y'all have to do yours on Ingenuity, Google Classroom. Like, tell me about it. I want to know. I genuinely want to know. You know, I want to know about you guys. I want to know how you guys are doing. You're not just my subscribers, you know. You're my family. So now that I kind of have the base right here, I got the layout of the color. I'm going to put it also kind of on my inner corner right here. I have no idea where this area is called. I just always have called it an inner corner. So I'm basically going to put it right there, but not connecting them in the middle. Again, this is a spotlight, so you don't really connect them in the middle. Again, just patting it in, getting the pigment down, and then I will blend it to my little heart's content so it doesn't look crazy. Also, sorry if things are a little weird. Again, I have an iPhone, so I'm not really used to how things are meant to be going. I'm used to a Motorola, which is the phone that I was using for this. I don't have a camera. Don't plan on getting a camera really yet. I am a beginner. This may not even go how I want it to, so I'm just gonna wait for all that expensive equipment till I know that this is what I'm going to be doing with my life, basically, if that makes sense. So now that I have them, you know, laid out where I want them, I'm going to basically put more pigment on, so it shows a little more, if that makes any sense whatsoever. If what I'm saying doesn't make sense, please let me know, because I want y'all to understand what I'm saying. I want y'all to understand what I'm doing, what I'm saying, what's going on. I don't want to just leave y'all in the dark. Explain it how I want to explain it. I want to explain it how y'all need me to explain it, if that makes sense. God, I sound like a teacher, don't I? Oh boy. So, what do y'all want to talk about for today's video, you know? Because I know that some of y'all out there want, you know, like some of y'all aren't exactly doing too well. I know that. Not everything in this world is peachy keen, unfortunately. Would be nice though if it was. But you know, like, what do you guys want to talk about? I talk a lot. I'm willing to, I love to listen to people, try and help them. You know, I love doing that. So just let me know whatever is on your mind, and I will gladly just listen. Alright, so now that I have done that, and it's taken me 25 years, I'm going in with the color Blowout. This color right here, Blowout, and I'm basically just going to use it as my blending shade, my transition shade up here. So that way it's not just like a dark color and then my extremely pale skin, if that makes any sense. I want this to look nice and finished and blended. Also, since this is a Jeffree Star palette, I decided to go for more of a Jeffree Star out there look. So there are quite a few straight lines, which, as you guys know, I don't typically do. I never do a spotlight. I never do, you know, like the straight line for the bottom, the lower lash eyeshadow. You know, I never do that. But I thought I'd get out of my comfort zone. Again, this is Jeffree Star. You gotta really just go with it. You gotta feel his vibe. Also, I'm taking the same color Blowout and kind of just blending it into my eyebrow and blending it down, kind of as you can see right here. Sorry, it makes my eyes look just a little bit bigger. Nikki Tutorials showed me that, and it works really well, because I also have hooded eyes. They're not as bad as some people, but I do have hooded eyes, so I have to do things a little differently. Kind of manipulate my shadows and, you know, like my cut creases, stuff like that. I have to manipulate them to work with my eye. So that's what I do. Also, I do know that you're not supposed to blow on your brush to get rid of excess powder. Trust me, I know it. I just don't do it. I chap it, but then I will end up blowing it off, so. It's just how I'm used to doing it, so it's just staying there. Just staying there. So now you can see I kind of have like this line for like right on the inside. Obviously not including it right here. We're gonna do that in just a minute, but I have like this line and I want to keep that there. So now that I have got that, I am going in with a brush that I currently cannot find. Gotta love that. Gotta love whenever you can't find a brush. Okay, I found it. So now I'm going in with this smaller fluffy brush, and I'm going in to the color of Invitation Only, and I'm gonna start this off on my outer corner on my lid and on my inner corner on my lid. I'm gonna start that off as a transition for the final color that I will use on those placements, but just give me a moment. There are quite a few different transition colors, if you will, that I am using, because I enjoy the depth. I really enjoy depth. I enjoy using different colors to create an illusion, if you will. I really enjoy that. So that's just kind of my big thing. That's kind of just what I do. And as you can see, I'm using all warm tones because I've chosen to do more of a warmer look, as you can tell by my lipstick. I've chosen to do more of a warmer look. So if you're wondering why I'm using all warm tones, that's why, because my look is just warmer in general. So yeah. And then I'm going to take this brush right here that I use for my crease, and I'm just going to blend that out. Sorry, I don't have any extreme harsh lines yet. We will get to the harsh lines soon, I promise. Also, I have no idea why it's just like whiting me out. The learning curve of using a new phone for filming. Also, I can't use my mic with this phone because it's an iPhone and I don't have the port that my mic does, so I need to find my adapter. Put it somewhere, don't know where. So now that I have invitational only right there, I'm going to take money shot, which makes me think of coin slot, and if you don't understand that, you are way too young to be watching me, and my Nana, if you're watching this and you understand that, I am so sorry. I can't help myself. It's an Orgy palette. But I'm taking this right here, this beautiful, the darkest shade that I will be using, money shot, and I'm basically just going to add a little bit more depth where I put invitation only, except for a little further down closer to my lash line. Because I just enjoy the whole depth thing. I really do. The amount of excess that just came off. Okay, now that I have that down, I'm just going to blend it. Sorry if y'all can't see me properly. So, let me just talk about the video that was up earlier. Last night to earlier this morning. The video that was up, you know, I had filmed it really late. Didn't really plan on filming, but I got an urge to just film later that night, so I went ahead and decided to do so. And, you know, edited, everything like that, put in my brand new intro. I made an intro finally. And, you know, I did that, but it just didn't work out. Real quick, I'm taking the shade Fluffer, and I'm basically going to put that right here, right above my spotlight, just so I have a transition shade between the line right here and blending out blowout that I put up here. But I had edited it and you know, had everything ready, thought everything was good. Turns out the pieces that was meant to be edited out made it into the video anyways. So it was just a really weird video. So I took it down because I don't want y'all to watch anything like that. You know, like I'm not here to have y'all watch stuff like that. Real quick, I'm taking money shot and putting it on the inner corner lower lash line and outer corner lower lash line. But I just didn't want y'all to have that, just have that for you guys to watch. And I would like to apologize to all of you who did watch that terrible thing. I am so sorry. I don't ever want y'all to watch a video that is not, you know, fantastic or as well as I can make it to my ability. I know I'm not going to be absolutely perfect. I do know that, but I would like to try and do my best, and that was not my best. And again, I'm so sorry. Now, if you ever see a video that is like that on my channel, don't bother watching it. You see that there is a problem, don't bother watching it. Click off of it. I can promise you that that will be deleted, and I will completely remake it. Because again, I don't want y'all to watch something that is just absolutely terrible. I'm not having that. I wouldn't do it. I'm not gonna have y'all do it, you know? So yeah, if you ever see a video like that on my channel, don't bother watching it. Just click off. Wait till the next day or later on that day. There will be the video out, except for without all the mess. I took invitation only, by the way, and blended out money shot, and now I'm taking versatile and just blending out the rest of that, because as you can see, it's not very well blended at the moment. And I am kind of dragging it out because, again, I do plan on cutting it. Sorry, it kind of goes out a bit, so don't worry. I know it looks crazy right now, just wait. I promise y'all, just wait. Give me a minute. And now I'm taking blowout and just blending out that whole thing, making it nice and smooth. Okay, so now that I have all of this, I have this going on, I'm going to take my Tarte Clay Concealer and my carving brush, and I'm basically just going to carve out these two little lines. Now if you watched my eyebrow tutorial, I think it was one of the first like real videos that I did after my testing videos, because I do have 2 videos on here that are extremely short, but I was just kind of testing out a few things, how things would look and work for YouTube. But I showed how I carve out my eyebrows, and I actually use this. So I just kind of put the concealer on the brush, really just layer it on, and then I just kind of do my eyebrows. So I basically am just using that to do this. So now I'm going to carve this out into a straight line. And then I'm going, the top one you want to have more of an angle for your eyeliner. And then for the bottom one, you're gonna want it completely straight down. So now you have kind of like a wonky looking triangle, if you will. You know, it's one of those weird triangles that you learn in geometry. Don't remember them, but I do remember learning something about them. So now that you have kind of that, you're just gonna basically fill in that chunk and then blend it just a little bit with your beauty blender. Mini beauty blender, by the way, not a full-size beauty blender. Okay, so now that that's gone, I'm going to take my little baby beauty blender, if I can find it. My cat keeps trying to eat it, so I keep having to place it in areas where I would never place it. But this little baby beauty blender, and I'm basically just gonna blend this part out and blend out any wonky bits, and that's kind of it. I'm not really truly blending too much. I just want it to look semi-decent, because again, I am still trying to create a very distinct line, so not blending out crazy. Sorry, there's something going on. I don't know what. So there. Once you kind of blended it out just a bit, what I'm doing, because this palette actually is a shade that I could use as setting powder if I wanted to. So I'm just kind of set it so it doesn't transfer further. And the shade that I am using is Silk Robe right here. That actually could be a translucent powder for me. So I basically have been just using that to set any concealer bits that I've done. But you don't want to go overboard, because you don't want to blend it out into the rest. You just want to set the concealer just a wee bit. And now that we've done that, we are moving on to the mini Orgy palette. And what I am doing is I'm taking this very teeny tiny little brush, and I'm going in with the color Champagne Drip, this beautiful color here, and I'm basically just creating that spotlight. Not using concealer to cut out my spotlight or anything, just using the shade as it is, shade only, and using that to carve it out, because let me tell you something, these shimmers, holy carb. You don't have to layer them for shiz, you know, just throw them on. One swipe, that's all it takes. One swipe. Kind of like Tinder. Sorry. I can't help it. Again, this is an Orgy palette. It's the time to make absolutely terrible jokes, if you ask me. Terrible dating and sex jokes to make things more fun, but again, my grandmother watches me, so I can't really do too much. Can't have too much fun, but I'm trying. I truly am. And again, I am sorry if you can't truly properly see what I'm doing due to my mirror. I do have to be able to see, so that way I can give y'all these looks. So now that I have that down, I'm going to do the exact same thing for the lower spotlight that I've created. Except for I'm not going to define it as much. And now that I have got that, and all of this little glory here, I'm going to take Glass Wet, this beautiful shimmer color, which by the way, absolutely drop dead gorgeous, and I'm putting it on basically the very center of my spotlight and on my inner corner. So I have a spotlight within a spotlight, so you can just see it a little more. It's a little more pronounced. Because again, I love adding just multiple colors, depth, stuff like that. I love doing that. Get this eye booger out. I am so sorry. Again, I am human. So if an eye booger just comes out during a video, just ignore it. You know, if you do makeup, then you know. You know the fact that eye boogers are just gonna happen whenever you do inner corner. Highlight, they're gonna come out, they're gonna show themselves, they're gonna say that they're here, you know. We all know. We all know. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm going to go in with this little, no, my bad, the brush that I use for the crease, and I'm basically just going to blend slightly the shimmer shades into the mattes, so it's not as, you know, not as harsh, if you will. Harsh, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So now that I've done all of this, it is time for liner. I've already tight lined off camera because tight lining is a royal pain in my butt, but now I'm going to add my eyeliner, which I'm basically just going to follow the line that I've created to make an eyeliner wing, and I'm going to try and make it as even to this as I humanly possibly can, but no promises. So let's see how long it takes me to do this. I'm at 21 minutes right now. Let's see. Alright, I have the wing down. And I'm at 22 minutes. Lovely. A little less than 22 minutes. By the way, for my eyeliner, I try and do like the close to my lash line as I humanly possibly can get. So I don't have like a weird gap. I still get the weird gap, but I try. Sorry if you guys couldn't see much of what I just did. Now that I have my wing, which isn't that bad, and it only took me about 2 minutes to do it, I get to curl my lashes with this torture device, if you will, that always pulls out a couple of my lashes every single time I use it. Hence why I only really do my makeup now about once a week, because I need to let my lashes grow back. Gotta make sure to get really close to your lash root too. Ow, okay. And I just pulled out an eyelash. Awesome. So now that I have done that, pulled out my eyelash like I always do, I go in with the Milk mascara personally, and what I do, since it is kind of new, I take it out, I take off this clump, and then I just kind of run the bristles very lightly over the edge so that way I can get off any clumps, so my mascara doesn't end up too clumpy. And then I just kind of put it on. Because I don't know about y'all, but I hate clumpy eyelashes due to mascara. So I try to prevent it as much as I can. Lovely. Ow. Oh, I'm just making a mess with my mascara now. Okay, well, now I get to wait for it to dry. and try and scrape it off. Fun time. Okay. So now that I've done that, I need to wait for it to dry. But while I wait for that to dry, I get to put glue on my eyelash. And yes, I am using a different pair of lashes for this one because I felt like the other ones were a little too dramatic, if you will, for this. So I went ahead and chose a different pair of lashes so you could see more of the detail that I put in, and everything's not just completely covered, because I love drama. I love my drama on my lashes, not actual drama, but just dramatic lashes, and sometimes they can completely cover up your hard work that you have done and you spent an ungodly amount of time doing. I will never admit to anyone how long it truly takes me to do my makeup, because it's ridiculous. It truly is just ridiculous. But, you know, alright, my lashes are just, they're giving me a time today. I don't know why they are. They were doing just fine before I sat down to film, but of course once I choose to film, they choose to act up. While I'm waiting for my lash to dry and I'm about to put it on, I'm going to tell y'all how I feel about the product. So let me just zoom y'all out real quick. So I'm going to tell y'all how I feel about this palette, how I feel, you know, whatever, just how I feel. So I absolutely love Jeffree Star as a businessman. He is fantastic. He is a perfectionist, and if something is not pretty much perfect, he won't do it, which is what I love, because that gives us fantastic formulas. And the matte is so soft. It's like creamy, but not creamy, because, you know, it's a powder, but y'all know what I mean. Extremely easy to blend, takes 2 seconds. Pigment, absolutely fantastic, out of the park. So I highly recommend the big Orgy palette. The mini Orgy palette, the shimmers are so pigmented. I don't have to layer my shimmers whatsoever. I can just take some on a brush and then throw it on. I don't even have to bother with layering, because it just, they just show up so fast and so well, and they're extremely shiny too, might I add. Extremely shiny. And I highly recommend the mini Orgy palette. Hang on, I'm trying to get this freaking lash on. No, that's not on whatsoever. That's also not on the right place. Okay. And overall, highly recommend. I enjoy these products. I truly do. And with that being said, I hope that today is better than yesterday, and I hope that tomorrow is better than today. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry, there were some kinks that I needed to work out, but I think I got them worked out. But I hope to see y'all next week with a new video. Don't know what it's gonna be about. I'll figure it out, I promise. So yeah, I love you guys so much, and thank you for watching. Bye!